everyone's seen the Doppler maps on the TV news, right? Where you say, oh no, there's a scatter, there's all this stuff, and God, there's a tornado in the center of that. We had those tornadoes come through here the other day, and one was just like south of here, and I didn't know where it was, but this did. I read the review of this and thought to myself, now there's some chunk of Maryland, and it's not going to come in as clear as we want it to, but there are counties, borders on there. And if I make it bigger, you can see, there we are, Westminster, Eldersburg, center of that. Yeah, went out to this.
That ground clutter?
That's ground clutter, yeah. I read the review of this. Some guy wrote in and said he hated this thing and it didn't work, whatever, and some guy wrote in and said, I worked at NOAA down in Florida, and this thing's as good as the stuff I'm looking at right now. So shut up.
Is this is weather?
This is Doppler radar. Cost about $10 to get this. $9.99, and as you can see, we're looking at a chunk of West Virginia here, and if you, I don't know, hopefully you'll be able to see that. Do you see the band going through?
Yeah.
Okay, I can back that out. And so there's, Western.
So what is that? That's telling you what? Where a storm? Is that?
Yeah, that's looking at in this case, he's right. It's ground clutter. I can change the reflectivity of it so that it changes. See, now we're looking at more ground clutter. Looking out there. The little thing that's twirling on the left here is where we are. We just found this by triangulating our signal. And if I scroll out of here, you can see that, oh my goodness, I can do the continent of the United States, and there, I'll bring it back a little bit, there are all these little Doppler radar installations out here. Here's the one in New Jersey. What are they looking at? Well, let's take a look.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. I think it was, I forget how many miles east of Miami they said.
East of the Bahamas.
There's some noise out
Further
there.
east, much further east.
Further east.
Yeah, so not affecting anyone on the coast yet.
No.
That's how long it took to get to that radar. That was just really impressive. I like that. I have the weather channel in there, which is cool because it does the same thing that the other app does. Gives you the weather, and if you like that, there you are. But if you don't like that and you want to hear those god-awful things they run at the 8s.
You know, people who have the eye touch,
Yeah.
The
deal is with that, you don't get the GPS,
Right.
and you're dependent on Wi-Fi for connectivity to the outside world. If you're near a Starbucks, if you live in Starbucks, you'll be fine. Other than that, I don't know. I downloaded this really neat old, it was also like a 99-cent app on knots. How to do knots. It was written back in 1912 by a fella, and there's how that basically works. How it goes from there. Okay. Got a nice model. The complete works of Shakespeare. Just because, geez, I got him at home, but not like this.
Sure, have you read it?
Yeah, this was neat. So, as again, there's a reference, so I've got that, I've got 1,000 songs on here. Universal translator, until we get a chip planted in our neck, that's what they're working on at Apple right now. Yeah. So you can say that, and do the translation.
Rain sitting there in the glass thing.
And it translates, I forget.
My director is going to Italy, and he got the ones that actually use the audio,
Right.
and they'll give you whole phrases. So if you're trying to say something, you just hold it out so that looks and you're asking them how to get somewhere, and it'll say it in their language.
This is toy pond.
Yeah. If you shake it, it puts food down to feed.
You can choose any national public radio station from any part of the country. So if you're from some other part of the country and you like them better than the ones down at AMU or something like that, then you can do that. Well, there's AMU. And it's gonna load
how about other stations?
Well, yeah, that's where you go. You say there are, yeah.
Hundreds of them.
Just like
Click on stations.
Just like you go on iTunes.
Everybody's on there. So
Some bicycle number.
if you like Colorado's version of it, you can get that.
Have the speed cameras in there, where the speed cameras?
Yes, well, no, not the speed cameras.
Well, I got that, I'll show that, I forgot to show that one.
Okay. I definitely wanna get
Here
that.
are traffic cams, this is, here's one from, Conan, Japan. I've never gone there, but that's what the bridge in Conan looks like, and, refresh that. Just thought it was a neat idea. I was, at that time, looking for the ones they're gonna fire up here in town, thinking, I wanna know what's going on.
Well, that's not gonna happen till, I think, October or
Yeah.
November.
That's right.
I've already had an encounter with one down in Montgomery County.
Me too, I got a $40 ticket.
$40 fine,
$40.
going south on 27.
Yeah, on 27, right there, just before going into Damascus.
Yeah. Boom.
30 mile an hour
Here's a
zone.
picture of your car going faster than 40 miles an
Really?
hour
That's
on
right.
27.
Yeah.
So here's the Wall Street Journal.
Would that be through the weather, road conditions, through the weather channel?
I don't know, I haven't looked for that.
Sure.
That would be useful.
That
Can
would
I
be
get to
neat,
West
wouldn't
Virginia
it?
through Western Maryland or not?
Yeah, that would be really neat.
What's the shopping cart, is that,
That's Amazon, that is the Amazon. And I actually finally did use this as a place I wanted the other day, and that I was looking for a movie I don't own.
you turn that sideways, you get the keyboard sideways on? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I'll do it with Google. 'cause
Google
that's what I
search,
do.
in Safari, it'll go sideways too.
Search there. And there's the keyboard for you. And that's dust. Shows an easy word, of course, but
Do it sideways so I get how big it is.
even that big keyboard.
Well, I think about, some people have big fingers.
Master. There it is, dust, boom.
There's crack too.
There you go. But, so, the more you use this thing, the more, necessary it becomes, because it does make phone calls too.
Oh yeah, it does that, yeah.
Does it
Remember,
really?
So now, what will the iPod Touch do that, that this thing can do?
Well, you can run all these apps, but you need to be near a Wi-Fi source in your home.
Okay.
And no phone calls.
And
Well,
no
I don't
phone
have
calls.
phone calls, but.
Yeah.
But
Sir?
the
On
one
Skype, oh yeah, I'll do Skype. I've got Skype here, but it does really want you to use the Wi-Fi.
That should work on the touch though.
Oh, yeah,
You have to do Wi-Fi with Skype. You can't do Skype or 3G.
right. AT&T doesn't want
This
you
will be on
using
YouTube.
their
I get that
network to make phone calls.
See that MiFi? It's a little Wi-Fi hotspot called MiFi,
Yeah.
M-I-F-I.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's a little credit card size, and you press one button on it, 30 seconds later, you have a Wi-Fi hotspot that up to 5 connections can make to it.
Oh, okay, is that what I've heard about those.
I thought that would be a cool way to go with the iPod Touch. You could have Skype on it, and that would be your cell phone, but it's better than that, because you can do it wherever you want.
Yeah.
The one thing they're not telling you is that this is a time, space, black hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will suck time out of, away from you like it's going out of style.
I've had this since last August, which is 365 days just about now, and I've charged it every
I
night.
charge it every night, they might not have.
But you don't, there's no little thing you take it out, put a new battery in.
No,
Right.
So what are you gonna turn it in?
last time I dated it.
I assume you
could- I mean,
they'd update the battery, right? I assume they change the battery.
You can, there are companies out there that will install a battery for you, and the App Store will install a battery for you. If you get extended warranty through Apple Care, they will cover that.